Hi Tracy, how are you? And I'm excited. I'm, from Hush Hush Biz,
Yes.
and we're really excited to hear about the fact that you've got a wonderful film that you're promoting here, and you're direct from LA visiting. And so please tell us a little bit about, the film, which is called
Rogue Warrior Robot Fighter. Yeah, so we're in post-production on it now, and I'm hoping that it'll be done in a few months. And but it's very exciting. My publicist is here in Melbourne, and so this is the second time that we've done a press tour for this. Actually, the first time that we did it was while we were filming, and we did some shots here too, which is very exciting. We have Brisbane in it, and all the robots and things like that. It's very exciting. And so we're just here. I've been meeting with all different types of people, everything from radio to, we've done some print, we've done some, you guys, online outlets. And the movie itself is about the overtaking of humanity by a world of artificial intelligence, which part of what I love about the movie is as I grew up with a love for robotics. And so it's something that could happen if you think about it. It's something that, we're so dependent upon our machines, and it has to do with where that's come to a really advanced state. And it's not just our world, but it's multiple worlds. And so it's a journey, of course, it's science fiction, so, journey through space to the different worlds in order to put an end to this. And it's very exciting, it's very real. I'd say Star Wars meets Mad Max. It's always how I try to say it, because, there's a lot of dirt, there's a lot of dirt, a lot of physical action, and a lot of even the robots that we used. A lot of them are physical, and so it's very exciting. What else can I tell you?
Oh, it sounds exciting because not only obviously you're acting in this, you're producing it. So
I'm co-producing it. So with Neil Johnson. So as soon as we start shooting, we go through the ideas and we mesh through everything and back and forth in the script. But as soon as we start shooting, Neil's producing it, because I can't. There's so many different things. My character has such a journey that I had to color code where she was at in her journey while I was studying it. And you can't possibly do that at the same time as, making sure that this is taken care of and that's taken care of and catering and stuff like that. His mind works in many more directions than mine does. So I have to keep mine focused towards my character when we're actually shooting. Yeah.
Amazing. Now you filmed this in, it's going to be in Arizona. The locations?
California, Arizona, a few little bits here, so but lots of different places in California, lots of deserts, Yuma, Arizona, and the Toronto Pinnacles, lots of little locations in between, out in the Mojave Desert and in these really odd caves and tunnels, and because the location scouting is what really makes the movie, where it's at, because it has to be believable. You have to feel like you're really on another planet. So
it's amazing. How many years have you been in the film industry now? You go back to doing a lot of TV soaps, and you've been recognised in a lot of those.
Yeah.
So can you tell us a little bit?
Yeah, just about my whole life. I mean, when I was younger, I did theater, and I always felt like I was an actress. So even a cardboard box standing on it with my neighborhood kids made me happy. I mean, it makes me happy to entertain and to take on different things. A funny thing you'll find is that even if it was the Partridge Family, if the lead was a male, and then I had to be the male. So it's like my parts were always, kind of funny. I didn't care if I was the girl or the boy or anything like that. But so I grew up in that way, and I trained throughout school, and my parents always wanted me to use my brain. And so I was going to study robotics and this, that, and the other thing, but by the time I was 15, I did my first union commercial. And so ever since then, I've stayed within the industry. So it's sometimes I venture off in the print direction. I look for open doors. I try not to have more than one commercial on the air at the time, because it helps people remember you. God, I love this thunder. And but I've worked through television, and I've worked through film, and I've gone back to television, and I went to hosting for a while. But I have to say my favorite thing is this science fiction stuff with Neil Johnson, because it takes so many different things of your personality and of your physicality and your imagination, and just it's a true challenge. I mean, everything that you have to do is so demanding, and I love challenging myself to that degree.
Well, the the physical aspect. You know, obviously you know, as you say, there's a lot of to do in the shooting of this, and
Yeah.
you know, you keep up this, you know, because what's the secrets of sort of staying fit and disciplined, and
Well, I think you have to work on it all the time. So it's a tool in your tool belt. So you work on it all the time, and then sometimes you're more fanatical about it than others. But you never let anything slip too far, just like working on anything else. And so if you want to do those roles that are that demanding, then you have to, I stay fit, I eat right, I work out at the gym with a trainer and stuff like that. But I'll let it go in between projects and stuff like that. Like I just found out that I have a print shoot in a couple of weeks, and I'm like, oh shoot, I'm eating only protein and going to the gym every day for the next 2 weeks, because it's spring, which hadn't occurred to me that, So you just have to think that way, and you have to be just very, very dedicated and very, I compete only with myself. And I want to be the best me that I can be. And so I always set myself new standards and, new things that I want to work on. Yeah.
Fantastic. All right. Is there anything else you'd like to share with us, Tracy?
Well, we have another science fiction film in post-production too called At the Edge of Time, which should be out at the end of the year. And then I have a comedy that I shot on the East Coast called Who's Jenna, which I'm hoping will be out about the same time as Rogue Warrior Robot Fighter. So it's just a really good year. And then I have another film that I just booked for next summer that I'm shooting in Gran Canaria called Dance of the Blue Tattoo. So it's follow my
busy.
journey. Yeah,
It's busy.
It's fun. It's hard work. It's hard work, but it's worth every minute of it.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you very much for sharing your time with us today, and we're really looking forward to hearing more about the progress of the film and and all your other projects. And and obviously you're a constant visitor here in
It's starting to turn out that way, isn't it? Thanks,
Yeah.
Clint. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Okay, thanks for having
Well,
me.
thank you, Tracy.